Welcome to Conversations. Sorry, I don't know how you say it. I don't remember. I am your host, Ryan, and this is...
Ryan.
You're right? Okay. I'm Ben Chung, and this is Ryan Kim.
Exactly. What's up, man?
I don't. That was like too much.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if you want to do the intro.
No, I'm down to. I'll let you know when I want to do it. You just threw me off. I'm down to always do it. I just didn't want to.
I just always do it.
Huh?
You down to always do it?
Yeah. We can talk about it. Sure, we can try it.
Are you trying to take over the show?
Yeah, that's why I got the cool LED
I know
lights.
this one got all the cool,
bro, guys,
neon signs and like all the.
First of all, I got a jet.
Freaking shoes.
First of all, for the first couple episodes, I had a freaking crappy like window behind me, right, with a light.
You had to make up for
Number
it.
two, you had all these stunning shoes. Like
I've always had the shoes.
You've always had the shoes.
Back
yeah, and I got you got that nice little blue strip, like that LED strip.
You gave me a light.
Yeah, I gave you like. Hold on.
Thank you, bro. You gave me a blue light. Okay. Thank you. I felt in the dark. I felt in the dark over here.
But now, like, if you let me take a fucking photo of how dope you look right now, dude.
Hey, man.
Hold on.
When's the last time you cleaned these shoes?
Just
man?
look. Can you turn around?
I feel like you need to like Jason mark these up.
I will. Just can you
give me some extra at least like at least the shoes are clean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're killing. This is called dead air.
Okay.
Right
sorry. All right, guys. Sorry, I took a photo of him. I'm gonna send it to you. And let you see how dope you look. Yeah.
You know what, bro? Have you seen the movie Office Space?
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember that scene where like Jennifer Aniston's working at that restaurant, Tchotchkes?
Tchotchkes, yeah.
And then like
Flair.
She has like flair.
Yeah.
Right? And then she's like, the boss goes over to her and is like, oh yeah, let's talk about your flair. And she's like, oh yeah, like what's up? It's like, the minimum is 15 pieces of flair. She's like, oh yeah, I have 15. It's like, yeah, well,
that's the minimum.
Brian over here, he's got like 35.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, okay, so you want me to wear more? It's like, I mean, if that's how you want to express yourself, it's like, okay, so it's like, so you want me to wear more, bro? You got so much flair behind you. I would just want an extra few pieces. You got 35 flair. I got 15 right now, dude. I feel like Jennifer Aniston.
You know how much money you have sitting behind you?
Okay, fine.
How much money you have sitting behind you?
The monetary value, sure. I'm sure.
All the sneakerheads always message me like, shoot, just that one behind you in the blue, that one in the corner, that's like 1,500. Yeah.
That's right here.
Yeah, 1,500 plus right there.
Okay, yeah, the monetary value, fine.
It's fresh.
You got lights and
yeah, like this is the
paintings.
That was all cheap stuff.
And like books and all kinds of interesting things, bro.
Yeah, you know what?
And the past few episodes, your mic has just been louder than mine, dude. I don't know if you've been noticing that. Your audio is just
they
much
don't
more crisp.
They don't notice it because it's always been louder than yours. Mark just fixes it in post. So, we watched the complete raw episode. Oh, there was maybe a few episodes that my mic was like a little bit louder, and yes, we're working on that. Correct, we're working on that.
I just feel like you've been trying to sabotage me, dude.
Nah, dude, why would I sabotage you?
Like,
you're the lifeblood of this place.
I know. Is yours like what microphone is that,
it's
dude?
The exact
it looks
same
like
one.
Shinier than mine.
By the way, you have the nicer arm.
The nicer arm?
Yeah, I gave you the nicer arm.
What do you mean?
And look, Mark has the crappier arm. He didn't even have a little
They all look the same to me. What's the difference?
It's just it's the quality of it's how much money it costs. That's why.
Fine. Everything's about money, dude.
And look. You can confirm right down there on the bottom. There's a set of LED lights that I bought from Temu. Shout out to Temu. That's you guys check it out.
Yeah, you guys can sponsor us if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit you up, man. So it's gonna look even cooler behind you, all right?
I need like sparklers.
Nah, dude, it's gonna look nice. I'm gonna do some highlights. So like behind you, it's gonna even look cooler.
We got upgrade. Look, we got branding.
Yeah. What else?
Branding.
Yeah.
Branding Lee.
That on air sign, by the way, was $8 on Temu. So I'm not just, breaking the bank. It's just do you want one? I can make one. I can buy another one.
Yeah, make one from behind me.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah. I'll actually do it. I'll find other ones. We'll actually go on Temu together and buy a $3 light on there.
All right, we're gonna find Temu lights after
Temu
this.
lights.
Sorry, that was a weird intro, guys. I just felt insecure right now. I was like, Phil wanted to kick me off the show.
You always come with the fresh clothes and the cool hats.
What are you talking about, bro? I'm wearing a white T-shirt.
I'm like literally exactly, but it looks so cool. Like I'm trying to catch up to you, bro. That's why I'm like always. I'm running out of T-shirts, by the way.
Actually, so am I, though. We should make some Conversations merch.
We should.
Actually, would y'all want some Conversations merch? Would you buy it? Leave us in the comments whether you would or not. I would rock. This logo, we'll probably get sued, though. But you know what? If we get sued...
We're so small, they're not...
Exactly. But if we get sued, that means we're not so small, and they'll send us a cease and desist, and that means we know we're kind of popping in the streets.
Well, I'm invisible to Nike. You have somewhat of a,
I don't, bro. They don't care about me, bro.
Then we're good then,
They don't follow me, dog. Nike don't follow me.
We just don't bring on anybody that's connected to them.
Yeah. Well, let's make us some Conversations merch.
Or you know what?
Be a dope. I want a hat. I want a hat with that on.
Legally, we can find out if that is enough. It's enough change. What?
Well, we got the Korean.
But that's the Korean. We can say that's a Korean flag, bro.
Like the flag thing.
That looks exactly like it.
Bro, okay, we'll change like a little bit of the font, and then
we'll go hit up Nuna. You know what I mean? We'll see what she says.
We'll make the star bent a little bit, like the Super Mario star,
or
something. I don't know.
Or maybe like whatever. We'll get to it when we get there. We'll get there.
We're wasting time, man. We're wasting time.
No, we're not.
Hey, this is a special episode, though. This is a special episode. I had broken the news to you guys right before we started rolling, because we kind of jokingly last episode were like, hey, you know what, maybe we should do a dry episode.
Yeah,
because when we get here, it's Thursday night, we're kind of at the tail end of the week. We've had our work weeks,
baby
and
Friday.
Like, yeah, let's pour up a little bit and let's sip on something, and that's kind of how we normally get into these episodes.
Yeah, it's kind of unwind.
And then we're like, yo, we should do like a dry episode next time. Let's just see like do we need alcohol? Blah, blah, blah. And then, so this morning when, I woke up to a text from you. It was like, are we really doing a dry episode tonight? Man. And I was like, yeah. And then you didn't respond.
I honestly, can I tell you?
I just took that as Ryan's not happy right now.
So in the group chat, right? So you can't see my text bubble, right?
No.
I texted it. I said, should we do a dry episode? I left it there, and I put it on my table, and I started working, and I did it. I looked at it like 3 times before I actually pressed it.
Oh, so you like triple guessed yourself.
Of course, yeah, because you know
what? Do I really want to send this text?
Thursday is my, it's kind of my unwind day.
Yeah.
And now that I'm working 6 days, and I might do 7 at one point, I'm like, okay, which day is it, going to be?
Do you only drink one day out of the week, which is Thursday?
Okay, usually it's 2 days. It's like maybe Thursday, depending on, what's crazy? Like since the pandemic till about a couple of months ago, I was good doing once a week, maybe even going almost 2 weeks with doing once every 2 weeks. But lately, I feel like, I don't know, it's like that word, like shimshime, like I don't know, like I'm more down, and you've seen it, I'm more down to drink on a consistency level than... Sorry,
did I make you consistently drink?
No, it's not you. It's like, it's just me. I think I shut that down when I was in, during the pandemic, and I was like, oh, but now I'm kind of like feeling, and I was down because, the COVID was out there, so I was down to just stay home and just not, deal with the sickness.
Yeah.
Now that it's completely gone, for the most part,
sure,
right, where it's not a problem, I feel like that itch maybe is coming out a little bit more.
Oh, you think you are purposely drinking less because of COVID? You're like, yo, I don't want to compromise my immune system just in case I catch the vid. It hurts to drink
sometimes, but in a consecutive manner. But I'm doing more better, like to take care of myself these days.
I see. That's good.
But yeah, 2 days on average a week. But
So podcast day is one. Mm-hmm. What's the other day? Like Saturday? Okay.
If it's a Friday, if I do Friday night, Saturday I don't usually. If I don't do Friday, then Saturday will be it.
Okay.
But sometimes it doesn't happen.
Hey, that's like better than most, bro. That's way better than me. Yeah. You only drink 2 nights a week, bro. I was going like 5.
But you started way later though.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
I think you have just a fresher liver.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Because you would tell me stuff. You're like, man, I just can't drink like how I used to. And I'm like, what do you mean? And then you'd be like, yeah, just the next day, I just feel like crap. I can't do anything. Yeah. I'm just in bed all day, and I'm just like, oh, that sounds miserable. Yeah. Oh. If I was like that, I probably would stop drinking too. But I'm like, I'm not like that though.
Because I feel like maybe your drinking kind of went on a trajectory like went fast, like up, like when you went to Vegas. When you moved to Vegas and you got into that.
Oh, like drinking became my superpower or something? Like I'm
just... dude, you soared to the skies of the MGM, you know what I mean?
I don't know if that's a good thing, man.
Well,
I don't know if that's a good thing.
I'm sure we should get into some of those stories, but...
We will. Well, so again, going back to this being a special episode.
Yes, sorry.
We said we were going to go dry. Clearly, we are not. Reason being, so I kind of blindsided you with this.
Yeah, you did. I'm always down.
Because, you were like, oh, man, like, so we're not going to drink on this one, huh? I was like, well, yeah, I'm not on this one, and I'm actually not drinking on anyone anymore.
Yeah.
And
even when you say that now, it's still like yes.
Does that shock you?
Just, yeah, no.
Does it make you sad? Be honest. Does it make you sad? Why? Because you lost a drinking buddy?
Well,
you didn't lose a buddy.
No,
you just lost the drinking part of it.
You know what's funny is that we started off not drinking buddies, so
that's also true.
So I don't actually consider you a drinking buddy. It's just crazy because we are drinking buddies, but it's not like I'm losing one because you did quit for a year.
I did,
and I didn't feel like I felt more like, oh man, I feel bad for you, but. Even more so now because I don't drink as much anymore. I understand you can go out with people and not be buzzed. Or
you go out with friends who drink and don't drink
all the time?
Really?
Vero, when she goes out with her friends, sometimes we will go to OC. Usually those times I won't drink, or if we go to her family's house.
But you smoke though.
Sometimes, if I can before,
okay.
But usually if it's her family.
How often is it where you're just sober, completely dry of everything?
Time, for sure. Good. Especially if I'm going out at before I used to carry that stuff with me, but now I don't. I'm just I might go once in the morning, once before I go out, and then that's it. I just kind of ride with whatever I have, and
it's good. It's good.
But no, I've with Vero, her parents don't even know how much they. I guess when they see me drink on the holiday weekends, like the Christmas trip, they get really shocked. They're like, "Oh, right, we've never seen you drink this much." So they're like,
because we don't hang out like that.
We don't know.
That's hella funny. Well, okay, so reason being, I think it's I'm turning 42 in a couple of weeks, and I've just been getting signs, bro. I've just been getting signs. From sometimes it's from people that I know, but it's more not from people that I know. It's not people telling me, hey man, you should just stop drinking, maybe you should chill out. Not really so much of that. I mean,
indirect signs someone saying something.
Yeah, but I'll get a little bit of that from friends or people who are close, but it's more so I press play on a podcast and it's about the effects of alcohol and how bad that is for you, and you know me, bro. I'm very health is a very important thing. So there's how much alcohol does to your physical, from your liver to
everything.
You get visceral fat is what I've learned. Visceral fat is fat that forms around your organs or something. So that's that's a different level of fat. Visceral fat. And it's when you see wrestlers, they got a gut, but they got a six pack still. But there's guts out to here. It's because that's visceral fat. A lot of wrestlers drink. I don't know, but I don't see the six pack. I see the bulge. The six pack's behind it.
Reverse.
Visceral fat. Maybe you
look it up. Reverse visceral fat. Visceral fat.
Reversal fat. Dude, that sounds like a wrestling move. A reversal fat.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then also it affects heart stuff, and then it affects your brain. So I'm just yo, man, this is. And as I'm getting older, I'm not 50, so I went to the doctor today. I went in for a physical, because they say after you turn 40, you should go in every year for a physical.
Oh crap!
And so. Oh yeah,
I got insurance now too. I'm just so brainwashed by my parents. Bro, you don't go hospital unless you are bleeding out.
No, dude, you should go get a physical. When I turned 40, I did a full physical. I even got freaking
I'm scared.
I got blood work. They took a stool sample. You know what a stool sample is, bro?
Of course.
Yeah, I've never done that before.
I send them up at UPS all the time, dude.
People give you stool samples
to
send?
Yeah, they're like, hi. I'm like, hey, just put it on the scale. Thank you. Beep. I'm just
what? I didn't know that.
Well, the UPS they have color guard, color guard.
Okay.
Hey, sponsor us, color guard. We're at that age now. You know what I mean? We got that audience, but
wow.
Mail in stool sample package stuff.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like a blue. It's a white box with a blue like C looking, G looking kind of logo on it.
Oh, so you already know by the look of it. Like that's a stool sample in there.
Oh, for sure. Because I looked at it, what is this? And I Googled it, and you see the commercials and stuff. So it's like,
I did not even know that.
Yeah, see, I got to do that. It's to check for butt cancer, you know?
Yeah, like colon cancer.
Oh, yeah, it's colon cancer.
So yeah, I did that at 40. Thank God my results, my poop came out clear and safe. But anyway,
but you go on the. Sorry, I totally. You take. What's your 20 minutes, 10 minutes on the toilet?
Oh, I'm a good like 15.
You're.
But it's
you're doing that.
You know, yeah, it's because I like to take my time.
Yeah.
And dude, mine comes in waves though. I'm not like a one and done guy. You know how people are just like they sit down, they have like one clean like exit and then they're finished. I'm like, yeah. For me, I got like 2 or 3 waves.
Ooh, 2 or 3 waves, yeah.
Like the first initial.
In the morning.
I'm talking about in one session.
Yeah.
I'll sit. I'll get my first wave. I'll sit for a little bit. Start swiping. I'll get like wave number 2, and then I get like maybe a 2.5 to maybe even a 3, and that's when I'm done. And that's why I give it time. I'm like playing Clash Royale. I'm on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? That's That's when I check social media when I'm taking a dump.
I think it's healthy then, because definitely bowel. Well, this is the last thing we'll talk. Bowel movements at our age is important, right, guys? Like,
yes,
right?
It is.
So
at any age, it's important.
You know, when you're younger, it's just easier. It's easier, but
because you're eating like freaking smashed carrots and peas and stuff, so it just comes out like.
I was talking about like in like junior high school. I was eating Big Macs and like Sour Patch Kids all the time, and I was pooping no problem, man.
I dump more and better now than I did when I was a kid. I would go maybe once a day when I was a kid. Now I'm like 2, 3 is like normal.
I never had problems until I started freaking working out and like trying to exercise and better myself.
And then you said you
because
stopped
either it was like
poop?
drinking protein all the time, and then eating protein and not eating enough vegetables, and like being dehydrated from not drinking enough water, and
dehydration.
Also drinking alcohol during that process. You know what I mean? Like working that hard. Like there, other times I was working pretty. Like I would work out and then play 2 hours of basketball. And I was like exercise, and then I would go drink, take a shower, go drink, and then eat fried foods at night, and then.
Well, that'll probably just give you bubble guts.
That messed up my I got what's it called? Anyways, it's basically
Did it mess up your memory?
Yeah, it messed up. I try not to think about it. It's a problem, and it continues to be a problem once in a while in my life.
You talking about freaking constipation?
No, it's due to constipation. I basically had an injury inside my butthole, and remember what happened? Yeah. I don't want to really get into it. We can. Yeah. We don't need
to get into your butthole today.
Yeah, we don't need. That's on another episode.
So going back to what we were toasting about, look at us digressing. I decided that I am no longer going to drink on a lifestyle type of
Well, didn't we say we were going to ease into it? Let's say like we...
You can ease into it.
Sure. Okay.
I don't have... Hey, and by me making this life decision has nothing to do with those who I'm around. Like, hey, guys, maybe you should also stop drinking with me. I don't do that. Like, if you want to, go ahead. But, again, I'm looking at life as like the rest of the life that I want to live. I want to live it well, and not even just like for physical, but
you're healthy.
I know, but look,
you're so healthy.
It's more for my mental, and it's more.
You're not crazy.
It's more for my spiritual.
You're so,
bro. I'm telling you.
You go to church every Sunday.
That has nothing to do with anything,
dude. When you come in, I see purple aura. Like you have a, when I'm with you, I never feel like something bad's gonna happen. Nothing bad around it.
Let's hope that's the case. Let's hope that's the case.
When we could have been that we, you know what, we were there and they canceled it down for us, and everyone behind us got saved from not getting injured because of you, dude.
I don't know if it's because of me. I will say thank you, God.
Yeah, me too,
I felt your favor. But
he heard my
that
prayers.
Said, though, too, let's just say, if it is God, I don't ever like taking for granted what God has already given me. I can't just be like, oh, I'll be fine because look, I'm God's favored. I'm like, no. Let me be responsible.
God's favorite.
Let me make some better life decisions. And I know even for like my own like mental clarity to like my relationships, because people have told me, they're like, yo, dude, when you drink, you're kind of different. And I'm like, I'm not sure if I like that. And I'm like, oh, I don't like that I can be that. So I'm just like, okay. And so, yeah, and it's funny. So I had a coaching session today, and my coach, I shared with him, this whole thing, it was a little bit like, this came with a little bit of emotion because it came from another conversation that I had with a good friend of mine. And so, basically I was kind of sharing with him like this emotional sort of talk that I had with my boy. And then, he was just like, and he's like, wow, thank you for sharing that. Like, that sounds pretty like, pretty heavy and a lot of thought went into it. I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, so when you say you're not going to drink, what does that mean? And I'm like, I don't know. I would like to maybe not drink ever. He's like, you're never going to drink ever?
Never?
And I was like, okay, well, and he's like, let's get specific. And he's like, yeah, if it's never, like if alcohol never touches your lips again, then we have to be committed to that.
Yeah.
But like, he's like, you have to know in your mind, to what level are you saying you're not going to drink anymore? Is it like zero, zero tolerance? Or is it on this occasion you can have this many or whatever? And so I was like, that's a good point. Because a lot of times, prior to just me enjoying drinking, I would only drink when I hang out with friends.
Yeah.
And or yeah, like if it's a social thing, like, oh yeah, it's we're going out and like it's at a club or it's a party or whatever, there's drinks. Oh, okay, like I'm here in a social setting.
Drinking. When we were younger, you weren't a drinker at all.
Yeah. And even when I moved to Vegas, I would only drink.
City
dude, I actually kind of started there.
Yeah.
Because when I started going out, and even then for a good while, I would only drink when we would go out.
Strippers and lobster and steak.
Bro. That's you, dog. This fool.
You were there. You saw titties, okay? You weren't looking directly.
Not that by choice. I just was like, whoa, there they are.
Whoa.
But I think it was being even in that place where alcohol was so, not even just accessible, it was kind of so a part of just nightlife culture. But even then, I would only drink when we would go out, but going out was often.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, as long as I don't drink when I'm at home by myself, then I'm okay. And then I started to drink slowly at home when I was by myself, like when I'm playing video games or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, no one else is here, cool, I'm just gonna pour up a drink. And then so I think that pattern, I became a little bit more used to that. And then throw COVID into this whole craziness, that's when I was like, everyone's locked up at home. Like no one's going anywhere.
You became a tequila connoisseur.
Oh yeah, bro. I was just
you're like naming, so I was like, how does he
I was dropping bottles like nobody's business. And so, but to my even, like, what made me feel better was people were like, oh yeah, bro, I've been drinking every day too, bro. What else is there to do? I'm like, oh, okay. It's not just me, I guess.
I'm only not there because I drank it early on, and now my liver.
And also, you had to work every day at UPS, so you didn't really have that luxury to just chill at home.
Bro, yes, during that time especially. But you know what? I could have gone and. You know, here's the thing. I didn't learn. Now that at my age, I've learned how to balance it enough to, like, even when we get our drink on, like, during the podcast, the next day, as long as I get you guys out of here at a certain time, the next day I don't wake up with a hangover, even though I'm waking up at like 6:30, 6:40.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm drinking water throughout the night. So it's just kind of like I know how to condition it.
That's good.
But, it's not any different. I'm like binging I'm binging even though I'm 2 days out of the week.
Do you have a binge personality? Are you a binger?
What is a binge personality like?
Like very much like indulge.
Oh, yes. I am definitely I think it's because I'm the youngest and I'm like the baby of my whole family. And I've always been a young character, the young kid within the group of the people that I hang out with, versus now that I'm married to Vera, she's younger than me. So a lot of the people in my life are a little bit younger. Being a Kinja, those guys, a lot of them are younger than us. Mm-hmm. So just that, I'm exposed to now a younger generation. Even like my Instagram and like Facebook friends, like it started tapering off. Like my old friends stopped posting as much, and not to say the younger guys, but they're still, now they're a little bit older. The younger cats, they're in their 30s, they're in their like early 30s or like, you know what I mean? Like they're getting up there too. So they do the regular, life posting of like family pictures and things like that. And yeah, I definitely think Vero keeps me young, so that's a good thing. But
You totally didn't answer my question.
what was the
I
question?
said, "Are you a binger?"
Yeah. Oh yeah. So because of that, yes, I do binge now because I. No, I don't know how to answer that. Yes, I'm a binger.
It's
Yes.
either you are or you're not. I know I can be. I'm not. I am not a binger, but I can be a binger. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Meaning, like, I don't.
I didn't answer that.
I'm not
Sorry.
notorious for binge watching shows
Yeah.
because I don't just binge watch shows, but I have been binged watched shows.
Yeah. Okay.
You know
Then
what I'm saying?
not a binger.
For me, it's not like a regular thing. Okay, I got a new show to binge, or I need a new show to binge. I don't do that. When I just like a show and I'll like binge that one, and then I'm like over like watching TV for a while.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, sorry, I totally was going off on a tangent.
Yes, you did. I'm like, are you embarrassed?
No,
It's okay to be a
no.
binger, bro. There's a lot of bingers.
No,
out
I'm
there.
not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. I think certain things, yes. I can't watch a TV show straight full season like one day. I think I did when I was younger, but now it's harder. Food though, if there's something food,
do you binge on
and
food?
if there's like really something that's so bomb, I'll keep eating to the point where like I might
You're
even
gonna
throw up. Like I'll force myself to throw up just to get that piece of chunk of food out of my stomach.
That's horrible.
Gosh, I know it makes it.
It's not good for
Look, yes, but you know what? It's not like I'm forcing myself. It's actually very not. Like if I just walk up to the toilet and I go like this, it'll just pop out, and it's not.
It's not even chewed.
It's not even.
It just pops out.
It's not even like wet or gross. It's just literally like that section.
That sushi piece just comes out just as
perfect.
is.
Yeah, perfect.
You could just serve it.
Perfect. You literally could serve it again. That's how perfect.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
With this wasabi,
Do you think you have an addictive personality?
Ooh, yes and no. If something I really love, I can get really into it, but there is a jump off point, like a bailout point for me. When I see it, like I do when I see it as a dead end or something really bad for me, I can definitely wean off of it.
Okay, and feel free to be like, yo, I don't want to talk about this today. But you were into some heavier substances back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that those substances you were addicted to, or were those just recreationally something that you did often just because you enjoyed it, but you had no problem stopping?
I recreationally did it, and with like friends and socially. By the way, we're talking about meth. I did meth in my youth for a couple of years, and yeah. So yes, I'm still addicted to it.
Oh, interesting. When's the last time you've done it?
Wow. Probably. Oh man, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been almost 10 years.
Okay.
I can't remember the time, but it just more than 10 years. Yeah, probably a little bit 10 years and a little bit.
I'm happy to hear that it's been more than 10 years.
Well, here's
if you would have been like last week, I would have been like, oh shoot.
Here's what happened. Some came across my way. I tried it, enjoyed it, hated myself the next day, and then just threw the rest away.
Yeah. So it's one of those substances that like it's always going to be highly
by
enjoyable.
the way, nobody knows. Nobody knows in my group, my friends. A lot of people don't know this. So this is like, if anyone,
this is why they tune into this podcast.
Yeah. But you know what? That's when I knew I'm not addicted anymore. And when I say yes, this is why I say I'm addicted. If I was in a situation where I could basically go into be a hermit, go into my mansion or go into a cave, and I could survive, eat food, and not have to do anything. Everything can come to me. I can order stuff, and I can afford it. I would probably have that in my repertoire, and no joke, because
like give me some meth. Like I want pizza.
I'd be able to do it casually, like.
You sure about that?
You know why?
I don't know much about meth other than like watching Breaking Bad and stuff like that.
You know why? The only reason why I say that is because the reason why you can't is because you just have too many people in your life that you affect. I would hurt too many people, and I would not want to disappoint the people in my life now, you know? So that's what keeps me from doing it.
Yeah.
But like I said, if there was a way that I could go into a remote,
meaning if you had desert, no responsibility, no one else to like look after or look after you, you'd be like, just go meth out.
I probably would, dude. And I had the money to afford it, and I can eat. I probably would. You know, that's why I joke around or being jokingly serious, like saying, yeah, I'm addicted when I have thoughts like that, because even when I feel like even every now and then I'll have dreams that I did meth, but I'll wake up. Before, I used to look for the pipe, and I used to look for the baggie, like, oh shoot, I have it, and then like I didn't have it. But now I'm like, I wake up, I'm like, damn it, why did I do that?
You know, I think, first of all, I think that's very bold and courageous of you to admit something like, yeah, I'm probably still addicted. That's that's not something anyone's proudly gonna say.
They say
right?
You smoke it once and you're addicted for life. That's what they say.
Really, it's that kind of a drug.
It's that kind of drug.
That's crazy.
Because it's like this. It's like a secret. Like once in a while, people can maintain. There's people out there in the world that do it on a daily basis. Eat food every day. Sleep well. And still use it like almost like a coffee thing,
like a recreational drug.
Not even recreational. They're just like, it's easy to do it.
But I mean, people could be highly functional on meth.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
crazy.
a highly functional weed smoker. Like that's I can true. Smoke and then do errands, and sometimes I do it wrong, and I might forget a step or you know what I mean.
I do the errand. Sometimes it's not done correctly, but I did it.
I did the errand. It's not always done correctly.
You dropped off your cleaners at the supermarket.
When Vero said, "Hey, can you do this?" She said she didn't ask, "Can you do it correctly?" She just asked, "Can you do it?" So.
That's hella funny. So you've been dropping off mail at the freaking cleaners.
Yeah, or the UPS at FedEx, and
that's a mistake you should never make, bro.
Yeah.
How could you make that mistake?
That was a bad example.
But I mean, even alcoholics, they. Do
you think you're an alcoholic?
You know what? I might be a level of one.
Well, what's a level?
Meaning like
a level of alcoholism.
I think there's levels to it. I think there's like, I would say, let's say if there's a 1 to 10 spectrum, 10 being like physically dependent, like I can't function without alcohol. Like I have to drink every day. If I don't, I feel weird and I can't function. Because there's highly functional alcoholics, right? Yeah. Like they can completely do sober like things, but they're drunk. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't think I'm that extreme.
You don't wake up thinking like, I want to. What is the first thought of having a drink? What's the earliest you'll have a drink? 12?
It depends on where I'm at. If I'm on vacation, it's like we wake up and go to the pool and
8 or 9, 10 o'clock. Like why not? Right?
Yeah. But if on a regular day, it's like the sun's got to be down. You know what I mean? Unless I'm I'm meeting up with a friend for happy hour or something like that.
Okay, at lunch you'll have a beer, but that's it, right?
No, I rarely have even at lunch. It doesn't occur to me to have alcohol at a lunch.
See, that's why I'm like, okay, well you're then I feel like you're on the lower spectrum of the level.
Sure.
Spectrum
so that's what I'm saying. But just because there's a lower spectrum doesn't mean there's not a level of it. I gotta recognize that. Sure. Because I think one of the first things though too is people will be in denial. They're like, nah, man, I don't act like that, so therefore I'm not that. So it's like, yeah, well, that's the extreme version of that. Is there not a variation?
I literally did that when you told me you were gonna stop. I was thinking to myself should I stop? And I was like, nah, I got it. But then hey, man. I might not be, I might not be because I binge too,
I think that's the thing. And I think, everybody has their time when they make a decision for themselves. Do I really want to keep living life with this type of thing in my life? Because if I look at it, I'm like, if anything, as I get older, alcohol will only make the quality of life for me deteriorate. It's not going to help it. You know what I mean? It's not going to make it better. If anything, it's going to make it worse. So now that I'm still kind of on the youngish side of life, I might as well start making the healthier choices now so that when I'm older, I'm not going to right. Oh, man, absolutely. I should have stopped earlier. What now that I have freaking colon cancer and all these other crazy things? I should have just done this way earlier.
That's a fear at our age, so.
100%, man. And, for me, I think I also know that, one, I do think I have an addictive personality.
You definitely do.
And I think I can be addicted to both good and bad things. I think I'm addicted to...
As I take a puff of my vape.
I'm addicted to health. I'm addicted to working out. I still work out 6 days a week. That's a non-negotiable for me. I eat fairly clean. Don't get me wrong.
I think you do.
I still
French
eat.
Fries.
I still eat my bingy foods.
I feel like you like French fries. That's the only really bad thing that you do.
I love French fries, bro. I had French fries today even.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? So like I still on the most side, I weigh on the healthier side.
You do.
But I don't want to keep rolling the dice. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to just keep throwing, just thinking like, oh yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. You know?
Sure. And you know, look, I think definitely you telling me this now. What is this? When you came back was 2014.
14.
14. Yeah. Okay. So it's been a good while. So
yeah. So I stopped drinking when I was in Vegas already years. From like 2013. It's been like 9 years.
Okay, 9 years since. Yeah. Now, when you tell me that, the first time I was like, okay, you know, like I understood why, like, you know what I mean? You told me why, so I understood. Yeah. So I was supportive. This time, like, I'm like very supportive, or like I'm not, you know, I think like it's like more like I'm like, I get it. I totally get it. And I'm already, like, this is.
I mean, I'm sure you already have friends who don't drink or who stop.
No, right? For sure. Right? And I told Vero this. I was like, you know, me drinking, or no, even me smoking. This is me holding on to the last little fun bit of Ryan, like party Ryan, you know? So like let me be, you know what I mean? If I quit weed, like when she wanted me to quit weed, like during the pandemic or when she was like really crazy about it, and I think I would be like we probably wouldn't even have this podcast right now. You know what I mean? Like I'd probably be focused doing like...
I'd probably be focused, and that's horrible.
Yes, that is horrible. In a sense of like I'd be focused on the stuff that I've been brainwashed to do and not step out of the box and take risks. You know? And alcohol, you definitely take some risks on it because...
Well, yeah. I get it. I here's the thing for me, and this is just me. Because I have gone a whole year dry, and that was not... When I observed that year, I wasn't like, dang, I was boring that year. Dang, I didn't go out at all. Dang, I didn't have any fun. Like, actually, I was like, I had just as much fun. I went out just as much. I just didn't get drunk. I didn't wake up with hangovers. Like, it was just, oh, I guess I don't need it after all. You know what I'm saying? And so, but for me, I took that as I don't need it after all. Therefore, I can reintroduce it back into my life because now that I know that I have control over it, then I was like, all right, cool. I'll just drink when I want with friends and blah, blah, blah. But I think even from there, and I'm not blaming it on COVID or the pandemic, but that's where I saw the switch. I was like, yo, you are drinking way more often and way more in volume than that's.
You definitely take a one extra one. I see you take when I'm like, hey, and I've said to you like,
yeah. See, that's that line for me. It's I could be like totally chilling. And then that one drink is like, yo, dude, you're kind of gone right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm like, I don't want to play that line anymore. So that's why I said, so going back to my session with my coach, he was like, so are you never going to drink? I was like, you know, I do enjoy celebrating with people when there's something to celebrate. And there's often like a toast. Hey, let's toast for blah, blah, blah. Let's take a shot for so-and-so's birthday. Like, cool, that celebratory drink, I want to participate. I don't be, oh, sorry guys, I don't drink. And which even that would be fine, but I want to be able to celebrate in the moment with like my people.
And that's when you say celebratory, that's like celebrating is like the time frame, the whole time that you're at the party. So you're just doing one shot, that's it? That's a one?
Yes. One and done. The celebratory drink.
As cheers to you. A cheers to you. A cheers to you.
And even if that's like a beer. Okay, I'll have one beer. If it's a shot, cool, I'll have one shot. If it's a glass of wine, I'll have the glass of wine. I just don't need that number 2 and 3. Because here's the thing. If I do 1, easy to stop. If I do 2, I want 3. When I get 3, I want 6.
Remember the episode of Fun Bobby on Friends?
Yeah. I'm not going to be ridiculously dull Bobby, dude.
Fun Benji.
I'm not going to be ridiculously dull Benji. I promise you. But, you know, I just think that... I want my life to be much more not to be like, oh, I want to control my life. That's not what I'm saying. But I want to have much more of a grip on like the quality of life that I've chosen to live versus thinking that like, but like this is still one of my like vices or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Hey man, I cheers to
that. But with that, like that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, we didn't even cheers yet.
This is not this is it, but like, okay. By the way, I think quitting alcohol and stuff like that, like it's pretty hard. Even when I did it during the pandemic, I think the longest I went was like a month and a half. I didn't drink.
That's a pretty long time, man.
Yeah, pretty long time. That's why I lost all this weight and stuff. So.
I'm ready to start like getting shredded? Sexy back, dude. Yeah. You
know what though? It does definitely changes the brain chemistry, right? So I'm actually, a part of me always thinks about that, like quitting weed and quitting alcohol to see where my brain goes, like, and like sometimes I'm like, would I get too egotistical? And I'll just be the Dick Ryan. Just Dick Ryan comes out strong. Because what if I just get so on point with everything that I'm just a dick to everyone else? Like, why don't you quit first and we'll see?
Yeah, just get shredded and get super dope, and then we'll be like, "Hey, Ryan, we don't like you anymore. You should just go being fat."
Drink if you get there, but I don't
know. No, even my jokes, people think I'm funnier when I was fatter. You know what I mean? So it's like
that's also kind of. Yeah, that's just anybody though. That's kind of true though,
right? So look, that's why
So you're doing it for the laughs.
No, what I mean by that is I'm doing it to stay humble.
This one said I'm doing it to stay humble.
Why are you fucking laughing?
Because that's the biggest lie I've ever heard, dude. So you're doing this as a favor to us?
Yes.
It's like, hey, because if I was sexy, you guys would all hate me.
So dope. Everybody would hate me because I would not shut the fuck up about it.
No, but you know what though? I think because you will understand how hard that journey to get that healthy is, that you'd be like, damn, I get it.
Nah, man.
I get how hard it is. So anytime someone else would struggle, you'd be like, hey, trust me, dude. It was so hard for me too.
Look at me. I would wear a t-shirt.
Dude, you'd be a motivational speaker.
But I would be so like
you'd be a motivational speaker, Ryan, dude.
Well, cheers to that. Okay, anyways.
It'd be cheers to our Tony Rybins.
Tony Rybins. Oh yes.
That's another rebrand.
Well, ooh.
Hey, this is cheers to the game.
Cheers to the game.
It's been fun. It's been good. And
you know what? I will do my best not to. Oh, you know what's crazy? This weekend we're gonna celebrate. We're celebrating 12 episodes. Woo. No,
you just arbitrarily. Oh, we're celebrating 17 episodes.
Oh, we just got the screen to work.
All right, cool. That's what we're celebrating today. We got a screen. Look, we got branding. So we're celebrating that.
That thing is gonna be up here one day or soon.
Yeah, we got to get one of those on air things that'll make it. I don't know. I kept seeing Con Air.
I know. You see this?
Maybe I'll put the K in front of it.
Maybe I'll get yours on Con.
Yeah,
with the K.
yeah.
But no, I'm gonna support you, and eventually, I told you I want to, because if we move the podcast time, because the time is not the reason why we're, you know what I mean? Like we're doing this because it's the best time for both of us. So if we eventually move to like a different time sometime in the future.
Sure. Yeah, you might not want to pour up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna want to. So I'm trying to train myself not to just.
That's the thing.
But you just definitely threw me off because for me, I was like, "Oh, we'll do it today," and then we.
Oh, you thought it was like a novelty, like all right, one time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said that we would do a dry episode, but then to me, I was like, like what great timing that we were already planning to do a dry episode when I'm like, I just want to be dry in general. But then for me to just drop that on you,
it was pretty.
Like, okay, fine. We'll pour up in this one episode.
Because I see you on Thursday, and then I saw you on Saturday. You know what I mean, like. Yeah, and let you know you're more than welcome to come, even if we're drinking or we're doing something. You know.
What I mean? Are you really celebrating something soon?
Oh no, I'm just saying in general. No,
got it. Are you gonna stop inviting me to stuff, bro?
It's not me, Vero's gonna.
Oh, Vero's gonna stop inviting me.
You and I, we maintained a friendship. We worked together. We hung out, not drinking. Doing dojo stuff, using juice stuff. So it's like true. I don't see you as a drink. This is like our only connection. She might
unfollow you.
After she was like, "Oh man, that's cool." Then she stopped looking at us. She was just watching TV. She's like, "Motherfuckers."
Just not interested anymore.
She was not even interested. Like now she's not gonna even make you food anymore, bro.
Oh damn.
She's going.
I messed up, dude.
She went to bed already.
I messed up. You know what they need to make, bro? They need to make like some sort of a feel good thing that's like no drug, no alcohol. It's like a drug. They've been trying. I've been seeing these like adult beverages that are non-alcoholic, and they say there's like adaptogens and nootropics. I'm like, what the frick is an adaptogen? They said apparently it's supposed to like stimulate your brain in some type of way, but there's like no alcohol. There's no drug. It's drug-free, alcohol-free. But there's a market for it. There's a bunch of non-alcoholic, drug-free adult beverages. So they call them like social beverages or something like that.
Interesting.
And they're also expensive. I'm like, well, bro, if they got no alcohol or drugs, then why is it so expensive?
Probably has like vitamin B12, this and
like
that.
It just makes you live longer?
It just makes you like...
Oh, it's just like Red Bull?
You know when you take not Red Bull, but like a 5-hour energy, the vitamin B12, you're kind of like, you just...
I guess. Yeah, maybe it's like some sort of a stimulant at least. Like a caffeine, but that can't be good for you either.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. How about this? If we have a guest, you know,
and that's if the guest wants to drink, because not all people do.
True.
Right?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. Maybe we should offer some weed too. Maybe.
Hey, that's up to you, bro.
Yeah. You're right. I don't want to share my weed. I work hard for that.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want to share that.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know what? This is a fun episode, man. We actually didn't end up talking about what we thought we were going to talk about. We'll save that for another time. But
we can go part 6, 4, 5, 6.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other podcast in and of itself.
Which I get a lot of when we talk about that specific, and I'm not going to go into specifics, but when we do, I do get feedback where they're like, "Get it?" Like totally really resonated 100%. With that one.
That's why we're talking about it, because we know we're not the only ones out here, struggling with certain things, but. But no, this particular episode I think is still important to talk about, because I'm pretty sure that at least one person out there resonates with this topic of like, whether it be alcoholism or other potentially addictive things or habits and behaviors and things like that. And, we want to talk about this. So this is like while we're here, we're not trying to sugarcoat. I'm not over here trying to mask anything. Like, I'm very open about, everything from my faith to my struggles, because then what else are we doing over here? Like, I'm trying to be a human.
And honestly, it's you're leading us into the more professional. You know what I mean? If we want to do this as a business, like a real business,
I'm gonna show up next time with a tie.
You got a lawyer,
my hair combed,
Mr. Chung, and
I got a briefcase for no reason.
Yeah.
Nah. It's still gonna be fun, man.
No, it's of course dude. Actually, you get more not funny when you're drinking. You're more
when I get past that point, right?
That point. You're way more wittier and you're a little bit meaner. I think you're nicer to me at least.
Well, it's only to you.
Yeah,
because it's you.
Well, you know what? Maybe we can explore some edibles. Not like.
Nah, dude, I don't enjoy cannabis, bro.
Hey, look.
Look at this guy trying to sell me on a new substance right now, bro.
If the white suburban mom can have a gummy in the afternoon,
okay,
you can too.
I can too.
You just gotta find the right one. Because what we did was we gave you something that you were like, you're already on the downer, and you're like spinning.
I've literally never had any form of cannabis that made me feel anything less than sleepy.
It's the new stuff. Trust me. Can you just be open-minded?
Why are you trying to sell me on drugs right now?
It's not a drug. It's legal, and it's a herb.
Alcohol's legal too.
But this is poison.
Bro, are you kidding me? Bro. Alcohol's been way more. It's been legal for way longer than cannabis.
But they try to fucking,
Hey man, cannabis is a poison too, bro.
Dude, Willie Nelson, he's like 80-something
Willie
years
Nelson?
old, smoking
that's your
ganja,
case right
dude.
now, Willie Nelson.
He is 80-something right now, dude, and look how great he looks. He looks
78. Didn't George Burns live to like 100-something, and this fool smoked hella cigarettes and drank hella alcohol?
Burns? Are you talking about on The Simpsons?
No, bro, you're thinking Mr. Burns. I'm talking about George Burns. He's an old actor.
Yes.
This fool had the glasses, always had a cigar in his hand.
Yeah. Well, that's cigar is different. You don't inhale it.
But he did drink a lot of alcohol.
Dude, I mean...
Hey, look.
Well, it's genetics. I think a lot of it is genetics.
Yeah, it might be genetics. Yeah. It might be genetics. And who knows? Maybe I got the gene where I'll live.
We're all good. We're good. At least it's, Okay.
I'm telling you, it's not just about me living longer. That's not it. I just want to be a better overall, in control. Sure. Just know, like, all right, I like who I am right now. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. But just, you know, you might not be at the bee's knees anymore. You know what I mean?
Look at this
you
guy.
might not be the guy.
This guy's like, I have like on my shoulders right now. I don't know which one you are, Ryan. Which one are you on my shoulder right now?
Good. But the funny thing is, if Ryan quits drinking, you know,
he's man. Everybody needs to quit drinking.
It's gonna be game over because he's gonna be so amazing.
Hey, you know what? It is,
dude. I really want you to, because I want you to be the next freaking motivational speaker guy. I bet you, bro, if you get completely sober and you just like get shredded and freaking like no substances and like, but like you just like you crush your goals and stuff, you're gonna be the freaking next Tony Robbins, dude.
I'm not trying to be.
Why? That's very. That's
very,
I
won't be.
That's very underachieving in your mindset.
I won't be him. But I just know, like, that stuff is locking my it's blocking my potential. It's keeping it down, and I do it. Oh,
so you're doing this as a favor to humanity?
No,
you're abusing substances.
I would actually probably do a lot for humanity. I'm doing it so I like to be liked. Bro. You know, I'm a likable person. I like being a likable person because if I do that, I don't think that I'd be a likable person. I think I'll be a two-on point.
I think otherwise.
You know what,
like
man? Elon Musk, he's not liked. You know.
Is he? Is he not liked? He's liked by a lot. He's liked by a lot.
He's not liked by these days.
Hey, you heard of the term "hurt people, right?
Yes.
Happy people make other people happy too.
Sure.
So maybe you should get happy, bro. Like healthily happy, not substance use happy.
Right.
Just in a healthy way, organic, natural.
You know what? Quitting alcohol for sure. We just don't touch the weed for a while, okay? Just give me a...
Okay, I'm not even telling you to do anything, bro.
Because I was ready to go, but if you hadn't dropped the bomb on me, like if you did that after, we would have done a dry episode. If you had told me after, like, hey, by the way, like, we're not going to do it anymore.
Oh, that you would have felt used. You would have felt like...
No, I wouldn't have.
Like I cheated you.
I think you would have... Yeah.
You would have for sure felt like I cheated you.
We would have definitely drank on the weekend or something. We would have done like a farewell like party or something like that.
Okay.
Not to make it a big deal. Deal, but this is fun.
It's not.
Even today we actually only drink 2, or 3, like tiny. Yeah. And I actually bought these tiny cups, so we drink a little bit less.
There you go.
You know,
smart.
You know,
that's it, man. You know,
it's her trying to keep you guys after that. That's when you get lit. See, that's the thing. We got a fire Vero.
I think that's the clip for this one. Yeah. She heard that. By the way, she heard that
tonight.
She heard that.
It's the Hornitos, bro.
It's the Hornitos, man. No. But man, nah, dude. Like, regardless of drinking or not, our friendship has been through many seasons of dryness and wetness.
Yes.
And everything in between. And as we progress and get older and, you know, try to live this life as best as we can, we're going to see ourselves transition, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, like, God forbid, you know, someone gets ill and, like, they got to, like, stop eating something. Like, what are you going to not be their friend because they can't eat kogi with you anymore? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just what it is, you know. So
hey, by the way, you still paying equal parts when we go eat kogi?
Yeah, bro.
And even though you're not drinking soda.
Yeah. I'll just order hella Diet Coke.
Yeah. Don't do that, bro.
I know.
Just as bad, if not worse.
But you know, I be getting down on some like the sparkling waters.
Oh,
like
you know what though? What if? Okay, you gotta burn out the stupid stuff. Like, oh, you want to go here on a Tuesday night to drink? But what if it's like, hey, we haven't had a kogi night together. You gotta drink like a bottle is like a shot, you know, like
I don't know about that. I'll just be like, okay,
3-4 shots is like a shot of American.
The Hanjan. Oh, yeah.
I'm saying a shot of like American, like a tequila versus soju. It's like the alcohol content. It's like,
are you gonna break it down by the science of it now? Like the ABV right now. This fool is like he has like a what you call it? A freaking what do they call those tubes? Like measure it, like a little test tube thing.
Test tube.
We're gonna do chemistry lab over here. It's like, okay, well, tequila technically has ABV. This fluid ounce.
Way more.
Hey, dude, if you really want to go that deep, I will accept that level of care. I'm like, damn, this fool got a whole chemistry set now. Just to make sure that I'm drinking the same ABV.
My logic, okay?
Okay, fine.
Yeah. But, you know, kogi, it's like, even when we go kogi, it's like we always...
Oh, man, I love this. I love it. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
It's a... Maybe I'm not okay with it yet, you know? It
got to be a slow letdown.
I even told Ben, I was like, dude, it's like you broke up with us and we didn't get to have sex one last time. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
weird.
I know. I didn't say that. I was like, but you know,
that's really weird.
I said hang out because I don't want to make you feel weird until we're on camera.
Okay, good. I love that. I love it. Great episode, guys. Great episode. You know what though, guys? Cheers to y'all.
Cheers.
Now for real though, what episode are we on? We don't even know. What number is this?
We're in the teens.
Yeah, we're already teenagers over here in Conversations
and
land.
You already see it, the quality. But this is it. If you're here, this is it. This is
look at
from
it.
here.
We got
it's
lights.
It's only gonna get better from here.
We got lights. We look clearer. We got we had cameras, but you know, we look clearer now. We're like social media worthy now.
We look like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, like we're almost catching up with the times. You know what I mean? But you know, this is what the whole point of the podcast is. You guys grow with us, and you guys get to journey with our growth and see us when we were super ghetto.
I don't like it, dude. I saw the sample he gave me. It was like you could see the double chin.
Yeah, the double chin.
The other ones you can't. It's like blurry.
Oh, so now more motivation to get sexy, bro.
Nah, I just gotta sit like this.
Just get sexy. See, this is how you get better, bro. Don't hide in the shadows.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Gotta just put it out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of put it out there, take us home, Ryan. You brought us in. Take us home, dude.
All right. Great episode, Ben. Great episode.
I said that already.
Oh. Can I not say that?
You could say it. I said that already.
Okay. Hey, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening. We appreciate I've never done this, by the way. So
first time for everything, right?
So we appreciate everyone. We love you guys. So don't forget to follow us on our social medias and share and like our videos. So this is Conversations, and I'm Brian.
You're Brian?
I'm Ryan. I'm nervous.
You forgot to make sure you follow us.
That's what I said.
No, but like subscribe though.
Subscribe.
If you don't subscribe, you might miss an episode. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And you know, we appreciate everyone that's following and subscribed. So
hey, and if anyone has any comments or questions about sobriety and or addiction, not to say we have answers, but we'd love to talk to you about it because you know that's what we're here for. We love to have these conversations. DMs are open. DMs are open
on our
That's
on
it.
our socials and stuff. So
that's it. Ben and Brian, we're out of here.
Today was everything out of left field. Today, that's
how we do it,
throwing wrenches at me. So.
Yeah, Ben and Brian, we're out.